I have one of these old shop lights that I put in back in like 1987 or 86. And yes, it still works, but these beautifully burning lamps that you see right now, they didn't actually turn on for about 15 minutes. I have a humid basement. I don't use the shop light that often because I'm working a lot out of town. So I decided to change to an LED light because they happen to be on sale at Costco for about $25 with tax. There's a discount of $6 or $7. So let me show you the new one that I just bought. So when I bought this, it wasn't really clear from the packaging how the power is sourced. So I only bought one, and I've opened it already. There were 3 little plastic stickers on the sides, and it's good looking design. It's got a cover that'll keep the flies and stuff and bugs out, I guess. One more thing to clean, really. And it had a package of hardware on one end, so it came with wood screws and drywall screws in case you wanted to wall mount it. And on the left side was your power source, which was plug-in without a ground, but it does have the wider plug for America on one side, so you get it polarized the right way. And so it's really easy to replace because, of course, the old shop light, the fluorescent one, also has a plug-in cord, and I had put an outlet up near the ceiling precisely for the purpose of plugging in a shop light. So this is about as easy as it can get. There's an instruction manual, and it tells you how to mount the chains, because I'm going to use the chain method. But you can also flush mount it. I think it's not going to be, it wouldn't be hard. Though you do have to use some screws. It kind of depends on what your ceiling material is made out of. In my basement, the ceiling material is made out of kind of brick tiles and cement in between the brick tiles because it was built in 1945. Most modern homes will have drywall and stud joists, across floor joists across the ceiling. So anyway, I'll take a picture of what it looks like when it's done. To switch, just a sec. Since I'm going to be hanging with chains, the first thing I have to do is put this bracket inside this. So I've already done it with the left side, now I'll do it with the right side. So you use the center hole. You can see how it looks. The next thing I have to do is I have to figure out how far from the end to put these 2 brackets to match my current chain position in the basement. So I'm going to go do that now. So this clipped on real easily, wasn't hard at all. I was a little bit afraid because it's kind of made out of plastic, but it's gentle enough. Here's the label for the fixture, so I'm just taking a quick picture before I snap this on, and doing it with one hand. Of course it's harder with just one hand, apparently. Now it's done. So now we gotta just hang it up. And to do that, we can either use the new chains, which are, everything's there. I already have the hooks in the ceiling. I can adjust my length of the chain in multiple ways. But I'll just use the most obvious way. I might even just use my old chains. And I won't need this hardware, which is the drywall screw, wood screws, 2 washers, and 2 anchors. The anchors would be if you use the drywall screws. And a nice thing is these are Ziploc bags, so you can actually reuse the bags if you're going to keep the hardware in case you might change the light to a different location in the future. Well, most people just throw everything out, but I tend to hang on. You never know when you're going to need something like that. Alright, so I made sure I have the electricity plugged in the right place so I'm not hanging the light the wrong way around. And I counted the number of links, so I make sure both ends are the same length, which I think was 6. And I'm doing this by myself Some people might find it convenient to have a second pair of hands nearby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 links, 6 links. So I turned on the light ahead of time because it's a dark corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I just want to make it a little easier for myself. It's a cold light. It's not going to hurt. It doesn't burn my skin or anything, which is the beauty of LED lights. And it also was a way to test that, to make sure that it's, you know, operable. So I've got a new light. It's an LED light. So fluorescent lights are pretty good. Can't complain about fluorescent lights, really. But watch this. You can see the old one lying there. I haven't taken it away yet. Here's the new one. So I'm going to turn it off, turn it on instantly. I didn't have to wait 10 minutes. That was nice. And there's another thing I can do. I can change the direction by switching it on and switching it off again quickly. It's not showing up, but you can get 3 directions of light. So see here how the light is just going towards the ceiling. See that dark bar? It's not going straight down. So you have slightly indirect light, which might be useful if you're using it someplace else, like you want to create ambience. So you switch there's directions, there's instructions on how to do this. So you have 3 settings. Left, right, and up. I'm sorry, front, both sides, and the top. So it's kind of cool. You get some choices if you don't want to use too much light. But if you're working, you know me, I always like as much light as I can get because I'm getting old. Okay, have fun with this. I'm Cornelia in my Sunday morning glory, doing chores that I can't get to the rest of the week. Hope you enjoy.